Okay, hello and good day everyone. No? So now we are going to discuss no, about the midpoint of a segment. No? What is a midpoint formula or midpoint of a segment? No? A formula used to find the midpoint between two given points in a plane. So yung midpoint, ito yung pinaka-middle point ng isang line. No? Hahanapin natin yun doon sa Cartesian coordinate plane. Okay, so ito yung formula natin for midpoint formula. No? X of m is equals to x of 1 plus x of 2 over by 2. And y sub m is equals to y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over by 2. How can we get the midpoint between 2 points? Again, no? Get the coordinates of the points. Tulad ng ginawa natin sa distance formula. And then, get x of 1, x of 2, y sub 1, y sub 2, and substitute it to the formula. No? So, substitute natin after natin makuha yung mga values ng mga coordinates. Then, divide the sum of x of 1 and x of 2 into 2. Also, divide the sum of y sub 1 and y sub 2 into 2. Okay, example here. Find the midpoint of the segments joining the points point P, okay, with the coordinates of 4 and -2, and point Q with the coordinates of -2 and -4. Okay, unahin natin sa x coordinate, no? Your x of 1 here, x of 2 here is -2. Your x of 1 is 4. Then your y sub 2 here is -4. And y sub 1 is -2. Substitute natin, no? For x of 1, we have 4 plus your x of 2 is -2 all over by 2. 4 plus -2 is equal to, or 4 minus 2 is equal to 2 over by 2. Then 2 over by 2 is equal to 1. So yung x of m mo is 1 for x coordinate yun sa midpoint. Then, y sub n equals to y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over by 2. Substitute. Y sub 1 is -2 plus y sub 2 is -4 all over by 2. -2 plus -4 or -2 minus 4, that is -6. Divide by 2, then we have -3. Okay? The midpoint is 1 and -3. So ito yung final answer. Find the midpoint of the segments joining the points H, no? With the coordinates of -3 and 5, and K with the coordinates of 3 and 1. O, ganun pa rin, no? For x of 2, we have x of 2, yes, we have 3, sorry. Then x of 1 is -3. Y sub 2 is 1. Y sub 1 is positive 5, no? Substitute. X of 1, -3 plus x of 2 is 3 all over by 2. So -3 plus 0, magkaiba yung sign, parehas yung number, automatic 0. Divide by 2, we have 0. Okay? Next, for y naman, y coordinate, substitute your y sub 1 to 5 plus y sub 2 is 1. Okay? 5 plus 1 is 6. Divide by 2, then we have 3. Okay? The midpoint is 0 and 3. Find the midpoint of the segments joining the points A with the coordinates of 3 and -8, and K with the coordinates of 2 and 1. Okay? Now, your x of 2 here is 2, x of 1 is 3, y sub 2 is 1, y sub 1 is -8. Okay, substitute. We have 3 plus x of 2 is 2. No, 3 plus 2 is 5. Divide by 2, then we have 5 halves. Okay, hindi naman natin pwedeng i-divide yung 5 sa 2. Okay, next, y sub m equal to y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over by 2. Substitute, no, magiging -8 plus 1 over by 2. -8 plus 1, that is equal to -7 over by 2. Then your y sub m is -7 halves. Therefore, the midpoint is 5 halves and -7 halves. Ay, ganun lang kadali, no? Another one, the midpoint of ST or line ST is 4 and 8. Now, given the midpoint dito, if the coordinates of one end point is 0 and 14, find the coordinates of the other end point, no? So, kung given na midpoint, tapos yung isang point ang given, hahanapin natin yung another end point ng line. So, how can we find it? Using this formula again, no? Your x of m here is 4, y sub m is 8, x sub 1 is 0, to, y sub 1 is 14. No? So, unknown dito yung x sub 2 and y sub 2. Substitute, x sub m is 4 equal to x sub 1 is 0 plus x sub 2 or let us say x na lang, no? Over by 2. Then, multiply natin 4 times 2, no? That is 8 equal to x. No? Kasi pag transpose mo natin 0, automatic 8 minus 0 is 8 pa rin. No? So, your x here is 8. Next, y sub m natin is 8. Yung y sub 1 is 14. Then y, for your y sub 2 over by 2, multiply 8 times 2, that is 16. No? Transpose 14 to the other side, magiging negative 14 equal to y. 16 minus 14, that is 2. Therefore, oops, kumobra. The other endpoint here is 8 and 2. Okay? Next, exercise, no? Find the midpoints between the given 2 points. Okay, for number 1, we have 9 and 5 and negative 15 and 7, no? Using this formula, x of 1, you have 9 plus your x of 2 is negative 15. 9 plus negative 15 or 9 minus 15, no? That is negative 6 divided by 2 is 3. I mean negative 3, no? Next, y sub 1, we have 5 plus y sub 2 is 7. 5 plus 7, that is 12 divided by 2, we have 6. Therefore, the midpoint is negative 3 and 6. Next, ito na, 4 and 8, 0 and 14. Okay, substitute, no? X of 1, we have 4, x of 2, 0. 4 plus 0 is 4, divide by 2, then we have 2, no? For x of m. For y sub m, we have y sub 1 is 8, plus your y sub 2 is 14. Add natin, 8 plus 14, that is 22. Divide by 2, that is 11. Therefore, the midpoint is 2 and 11. Okay, number 3, midpoint is 4 and 2, and the point B is 5 and 8. Find point A. Now, given yung midpoint, given yung another point. Okay? So here, your x of m here is 4. No? Your x of 1 is unknown, kaya x muna. Plus your x of 2 is 5. No? 5. Over by 2. Multiply 4 times 2. That is 8. Equal to x plus 5. Transpose 5 to the other side, making 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. Your x is 3. Okay? Next, y sub m is 2. Ito yun. Y sub 1 unknown pa. Y sub 2 is 8. Galing yan dito. Over by 2. Multiply 2 times 2. Now that is 4. Transpose 8 to the other side. We have 4 minus 8. That is negative 4. No? For the value of y. Therefore, point A, no, is 3 and negative 4 as coordinates. Okay, so that's it. No, thank you for listening. And again, do not forget to answer your exercises. No, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's all. Goodbye and take care.